Brexit could spark political tension in the EU as non-eurozone countries may face political marginalisation unless they adopt the dreaded currency. The UK's decision to leave the EU will pose a number of dilemmas for member states, and the bloc as a whole, as the political landscape of Europe shifts. Brussels has had to adjust its budget as the UK's £60 billion in contributions is lost after Brexit. There will also be tense debate over the power dynamic in the EU, as some experts fear the UK's departure will shift yet more power within the bloc to heavyweights such as Germany and France. There is also a worry among non-Eurozone countries that they have lost a key ally in Britain, and that Brussels could attempt to lure them into adopting the shared currency. The EU countries that do not use the euro as their currency are Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Hungary, Poland, Romania and Sweden. Sebastian Placienic, head of the EU program at the Polish Institute of International Affairs, warned that these countries could be pushed towards Eurozone membership. He said in 2016, the UK's exit from the EU will change the relationship between Eurozone countries and those without the common currency, to the detriment of the latter. They will be faced with a choice between fast-track adoption of the euro or political and economic marginalization. Tony Barber wrote for the World Economic Forum in 2016 that EU member states were concerned about the balance of power in the bloc without the UK. He said, the non-euro nations are worried that, without the UK, the EU balance of power will swing strongly in favor of eurozone governments. That could make it more difficult for the interests of those outside the single currency to gain a proper hearing. To the extent that France, Germany, Italy and others pursue initiatives aimed at closer economic, financial and fiscal integration of the Eurozone, the impression could arise that the non-Euro countries are stuck in a sort of EU second tier or outer circle. Political scientist Michael Sundström told Express last month that Sweden shares concerns over the Eurozone with the UK. He said, "We've been reluctant to adopt the euro because of the problems it has been suffering from. There is no question of Sweden joining the euro at this point. It's a general reluctance to give up on a working currency, something spoken about in the UK as well. Sweden does not currently use the euro as its currency and has no plans to replace the krona in the near future." Sweden's Treaty of Accession of 1994 made it subject to the Treaty of Maastricht, which obliges states to join the Eurozone once they meet the necessary conditions.